Leo, welcome to your weekly reading. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week ahead. Now, keep in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone, so make sure to take the messages that do resonate and check out your other placements because you could have messages there as well. Okay, let's get the cards ready here for Leo. What is the energy around Leo this week? Okay, we've got our 3 cards here. Okay, so we received you are good enough, luck is on your side, and work through your fears. Leo, you are good enough, luck is on your side, and work through your fears. So you might be experiencing something that is bringing up your fears this week. We see surrender to the divine, which is a beautiful full moon on the bottom of the deck. So, Leo, it kind of feels like you're going through a bit of a complicated or a challenging moment right now, and you're being reminded that you are enough. You have the ability to work through this if you can surrender, and that luck is on your side. So things are sort of in your favor right now, even if it feels a little uncomfortable or it feels a little challenging. Things are not outside of your ability to manage. You do possess the skills here, the tools, the abilities to work through this, and that you're being reminded that you're enough, and you're being guided here in the first row to surrender. So don't fight against whatever it is that you're up against. If you fight against it, I think you'll find the experience will become more uncomfortable. And so the idea of surrender here is to accept something that may not feel comfortable and to be okay with it, trusting that all will be well, that you're good enough, that luck is on your side, and that you'll be able to work through whatever it is that you're coming up against this week. Okay, let's jump into the tarot cards and see what further guidance and messages we'll receive here for Leo. We've got the 8 of Swords dancing in my hands. So you might be overthinking. These are the fears that are coming through here. Overthinking things leading to fears. You're really analyzing, overthinking, and really worrying about future outcomes. I think you're not really grounded in the present moment right now, like the King of Pentacles, or the Knight of Pentacles, would have you sort of tune into that energy. You're more focused on future worries. As I'm dropping everything, you're more focused on future worries. You can't see the whole picture yet, so having just a limited view of what's going on right now has got you sort of anticipating negative outcomes. And as you anticipate negative outcomes and you focus on negative outcomes, you become consumed by negative outcomes, and your nervous system starts to go into fear mode. So we've got to work on the thoughts that trigger the emotions, that triggers the nervous system. And then you might find yourself feeling a little less uncomfortable. Okay, let's see here. What's going on for Leo? We got that Sun card. Everything's going to be okay. Everything is really illuminating to you that you've got this, that you can handle whatever it is that you're coming up against. There's a lot of prosperity and abundance around whatever it is that you're sort of encountering right now. It's not the whole picture. And I feel like seeing the Sun here is asking you to use your will and your focus and your determination, and to refocus perhaps away from the fears, trusting that you can work through them and just surrendering. Very interesting. There's that Knight of Swords coming in with a lot of change, really trying to get you to focus away from the fears of the material world here. You may be overly focused on money right now, and that could be what's causing you to think that you're not enough or there isn't enough. Really focusing on lack instead of abundance is coming out clearly here, and not necessarily trusting that you're going to have enough. That could be part of this fear as well. But there's some big changes here with this Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords always brings in a lot of change, and sometimes it can be kind of sudden and unexpected. So as you're moving through this, Leo, you've got to sort of watch what those beliefs are in your mind, because you might be triggering yourself into sort of an uncomfortable place. We see the Fool coming out here, and bottom of the deck is the Chariot in reverse. So you're being guided to surrender here, to really take a leap of faith and to trust that all will be well. Whatever it is that you're sort of coming up against has got you feeling rather stuck, and your energy is kind of unfocused. It's all over the place, perhaps thinking about the future, perhaps thinking about the past, but it really feels like worries about something coming up, like an outcome. How is this all going to turn out? And it feels like this is an issue that could be affecting your ability to feel stable and to really identify with yourself. It could involve having resources, time, energy, money. You might be overly focused on money right now, which is sort of shifting your vibration into a bit of lack, where we're seeing this "you're not good enough" energy here and some fears coming up. So really trying to focus the energy on the present moment will be helpful right now, and to trust and surrender that you can meet any obstacle and understand how to overcome it. When I see the Sun here starting your reading, that's a big yes. That's a big yes. This is, I am whole, I am enough, I am complete. Really sort of living up to those statements, feeling like you are whole and complete, and that anything that feels like inadequacy or not enough is really getting in the way of your confidence. And so seeing the Sun here, it's really illuminating that you've got opportunities here. You've got a lot of potential here, and that the Sun sort of, it brings life to everything that it touches, and as it radiates so brightly over you right now, it's kind of bringing in this message of positivity and trying to guide you towards finding that positivity, finding inspired action, and really accepting things that are changing and fluctuating around you without getting stuck in this idea of I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough. And taking a leap of faith. It feels like there's a new beginning here for you, Leo. It feels like you're stepping into something new, and whatever's going on around you right now has got you a little bit freaked out, but there seems to be this message here that all will be well, and if anything, it's a mindset change, that the way you're thinking about this needs to change. The way you are sort of speaking to yourself about this, your focus needs some redirection so that it's focused on something positive instead of being scattered worrying. I feel like when we worry, it's like we scatter our energy. We scatter it. It doesn't become as focused as it can be when we choose to really focus, really paying attention to the desires that we have and what it is that we're trying to achieve, and trusting that we can achieve it in the first place. Okay, let's have a look at that Sun card here. Yeah, there's the King of Wands. So you're seeing the Sun card because you're not feeling confident. And so the Sun is coming in to try to inspire that confidence and positivity by sort of illuminating all of these possibilities and potentials. And seeing the King of Wands in reverse says to me that you're not necessarily in a place where you're feeling confident or connected to a vision. Again, very unfocused, not sure which way to go, feeling sort of that Chariot energy in reverse here as well. King of Wands in reverse can really have you feeling like you're uncertain about which way to sort of use your will, how to use your will. You're feeling low confidence, low abilities to sort of tap into that personal power center that we all have. And, there's the Chariot again, telling you it's time to focus your energy because things are about to shift. And as things are shifting, if you're not if you're feeling stuck as things are shifting, then things are going to get even more sort of, it's almost like things are just going to get more uncomfortable for you, Leo. You've got to surrender to this shift. Don't try to resist it. Move with it. You know, when I see the Chariot with the Knight of Swords, that says go with this. Move with the changes. Don't stand still and resist them, you know. Go with the flow here, because you don't want to start to feel more uncomfortable. Let's see here, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, we've got a few cards here. 10 of Pentacles in reverse is being clarified by the Star, the Devil, and the Ace of Cups. The Star and the Ace of Cups both in reverse. So yeah, like you're losing hope here, and you're starting to succumb to your old patterns. You're starting to sort of use your old strategies of coping that aren't necessarily helping you feel better, but they're distracting you, or they're creating this escape energy with the Devil. It's almost like you've got to break the chains to some old tendencies here, some old ways of thinking, doing, being, acting, seeing, you know, like it's a big shift here for you, because otherwise you're not really going to be able to feel that healing energy of this Star card. Seeing it in reverse tells me that you're starting to lose faith in yourself and whatever it is that you're working towards. There needs to be more love to the self, more empathy for the self, being gentler and kinder to the self here, because this is bringing out some things to the surface that you might need to surrender as well, to sort of break the chains to these patterns or tendencies that you have, Leo, in order to feel freer, so that you can sort of express this part of yourself that right now doesn't feel whole and complete. It's almost like you're having a struggle with the ability to really feel like you've got this, like that you can handle this, that you can transform whatever situation that you're in. And I feel like it's going to lead to a new beginning, whatever's going on for you right now, Leo. It's leading to a new start for you, but you know, it just feels blocked by focusing so much on things that were unfulfilled and desires that went unmet. It's almost like you want instant gratification instead of really focusing on something and it sort of embodying it instead of just seeing it instantly, you know, trusting that it will appear. Yeah, there's the Death card coming out for you in reverse. So you're at a bit of a standstill because you're losing faith in your abilities here. You might be reflecting on past moments where you've been disappointed or let down, and that's lowering your confidence, that's lowering your sort of faith in yourself, because you're like, things don't work out for me, you know, and perhaps that's why we're seeing luck is on your side. You might be saying that to yourself actively right now. Nothing ever works out for me. This isn't going to work out either. You might be saying to yourself some messages of sort of defeat because you've experienced moments like that in the past. And you know, it's almost like you're losing your patience. You're starting to become a little bit, you're just, you know, as you lose your faith in yourself, it's almost like you're becoming explosive with your emotions. You might be really feeling impatient, and instead of passion fueling you, it's almost like your frustrations are getting the better of you right now. So it's time to refocus here, Leo. It's time to refocus and to trust that all will be well and that you can handle whatever it is that you're coming up against. But by surrendering to it with empowerment, as opposed to surrendering to it and getting frustrated. You know what I mean? And then finding yourself more stuck and more likely to sort of cling to some old patterns instead of opening up to some new patterns and trusting yourself and surrendering to whatever it is that is shifting, that's outside of your control, instead of fighting against it, you know? Okay, what is the final guidance message here for Leo? Oh my goodness. Let's shuffle that again. That's too many cards. Final guidance here for Leo. Thank you. Oh, grounding. So you've got the earth energy coming in here. Deep connection to the physical plane. Yes. This card really makes me think that you must stay grounded in what's happening now. Sort of like when this reading started and we saw that Knight of Pentacles. It says here the frequency of earth activates our deep connection to the physical plane by showing us the beauty of all aspects of our great Mother Earth and revealing the more ethereal spiritual aspects of our nature. And so this is saying to me that for Leo to feel more present in what's happening right now and more confident and feeling like you're enough and you have enough and you are enough and you don't have to resist the flow of things. You don't have to try to shift the direction of things. This could all be moving for your greater good when I see this luck is on your side. So this earth card is sort of guiding you towards that grounding energy that keeps you present from trying to escape things, you know, trying to look for shortcuts, trying to sort of escape the reality of what's going on around you right now. There is something happening right now around you that is inescapable. And it could be uncomfortable, to say the least, from what I'm seeing, but it feels like you can remove that discomfort for yourself by moving with this and trusting that it's moving you towards something that's a new beginning, you know, instead of fearing some outcomes here. All right, I'm going to leave it at that for you, Leo. I hope this reading has been helpful. Please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. If you would like a personal reading, you can find the link for that in the description below. As always, I'm sending you so much love and light, and I look forward to reading for you again soon. Take care, my friends.